So today I'm gonna hand this part over. This is
What?
crazy. Yes. I'm not reading any books right now.
What? You reading?
Look, guess
Why ain't nobody tell me it was a book session? I would have been reading.
You can talk about it.
I'm not even reading anything.
Yeah,
Right
I'm
now.
not. Okay, well, y'all know I read probably like 30-something books a year, but I'm not, because the reason I'm not reading right now, I can't tell y'all why I'm not reading, because I'm sort of science. No, but I'm not reading because I got a lot of things that I'm doing right now. But yeah, so I'm not reading any books right now. So Eric is actually reading. Yes. Y'all know the last book I read was So Much Blue, which is like, I'm still promoting.
That's a Crip book?
No. See, there we go. The ghetto acronyms.
Look, I
got an acronym shirt on too.
Books, what?
Yeah. No, So Much Blue is by Percival Everett. He would never have a book with gangs in there. He is like, it's a book about the same book that I talked about before, about the father who's an artist and his dealing with when he was in the 70s and he was in down in Mexico, and him in Paris when he's cheating on his wife. So it's 3 different stories that collide into his life, and his daughter getting pregnant, and not telling the mother, and the daughter having a miscarriage in the house. Yeah, I gave somebody that book today because that's how good the book was. But go ahead, talk about your book that you're listening to.
Not that you listening to it. Was that shade?
Yeah,
I'm like, was that shade?
You see how many books I got over there? You know what I'm saying,
I started my journey because I'm going through so much right now. I can't really focus to read, so I have a lot of time of driving, especially
not trying to diss anything, but you were not reading before. So.
So I was like, let me start doing the audiobooks. I'm on my 4th audiobook, but I'm gonna talk about 2 right now. So I gave this book a little test run to see how like audiobooks listening to. So the first book that I listened to is You Become What You Think: The Secret to Transforming Your Life by Justice O. Malcolm. And it's basically with those self-help books, how they tell you this is how you think, this is how to react, and all that. But I picked up 4 things from the book that I'm trying to implement into my life. And yes, I'm looking on my phone because I ain't got time to write all that stuff down. So they talked about embrace growth mindset, practice gratitude, being consistent with your thoughts, and don't let old habits creep back in. So those are 4 points that they talked about that I'm trying to implement in my life, as I go forth, trying to become a better person. What you got to say?
No, I
have a question.
I just noticed that all the mental health books have the same information.
Yeah.
That's why the reference section be this thick. Because everything from the other book. Go ahead.
So when you say you're trying to implement, is it you're trying to do them all at one time, or you're like, let me start here and work on one at a time?
You want the truth?
Absolutely.
I'm just freestyling, like whatever works. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm just trying to get my mindset because I don't want to say I have a hard time with people, but it's hard. I deal with a whole bunch of people on a day-to-day basis. So when you're dealing with so many different personalities and you're dealing with so many different attitudes, it's kind of it's hard to just be positive and calm all the time. So I'm learning different ways of how to do things when I'm getting out, when I get out my zone, or if I feel like I'm about to go off on somebody. So I'm trying to
people switch up.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to be a better person.
Switch up, be real.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the second book that I listened to and didn't read was Adversity for Sale, You Gotta Believe by Jeezy Jenkins, better known as Young Jeezy. So
you read rappers' books now?
Yeah. So okay,
I did read Will Smith books, so I can't talk.
So okay, this is what I'm gonna say about Jeezy's book. Man, Jeezy's an amazing artist. I love his music, and please, if Jeezy or anybody or his fans, please don't kill me. The book was good. I mean, I really didn't learn too much from you know, that was different from his life. I mean, because he put everything in his music. I did learn that, you know, when he was younger, his father was in the Marines. He moved around a lot. He moved. He lived in Honolulu and he lived in Japan.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's when he really learned his hustle. I don't want to get the book away, but you know, he had a problem with stealing stuff or whatever. But you know, he learned how to hustle and do all this other stuff. So I mean, a lot of stuff that you know, he talked about in his music was basically in the book. I really didn't like him narrating the book because I'm so used to hearing him rap. So,
you probably should have read it then.
Yeah,
you
so hearing him,
you should have read that and you wouldn't have heard it. Yeah, wait, he narrate?
Yeah, and so it was parts of the book where he was narrating his raps, but it wasn't sound like the rap. It was like he was reading it. But you like, dang, this is a verse that came from, you know, and I don't know why I felt kind of cringy when he was doing it. I'm like, you know, so it's just him narrating it, and you know, I'm so used to hearing him rap, so I think that's kind of just threw me off just hearing him narrate it, and you know, it's sound more like he was talking and reading. I felt like he should have had somebody else. This is just my opinion. I feel like he should have just had somebody else narrate it. You know, because I know him for rap. Yeah. So it's like when you hear him talk or whatever, it's just like you got that. And so like, and then like when he was, you know, redoing his verses and everything, I'm so used to hearing him, you know, say it with conviction on the song. It's just like when you reading it, it just didn't sound right. So. But those were my 2 audiobooks I'm gonna do next week. I did listen to a 3rd audiobook and I'm on my 4th right now. So next week I have those 2 for you.
Yeah,
I'm getting it in, bruh.
Yeah, I'm not reading anything else for a while, so
yeah.
This is new. This is the first show that I've not read.
Yeah, but I do have one that's on hold from Percival. What's his name?
Everett.
Yeah, it's called James. It's a book called James.
Yeah, James. James
Did
is
you read it?
No.
Okay.
I was about to order it, but like they want to read it for the book club.
Okay, so I will. I got that.
Wait, you in the book club?
Yeah, I'm in the book club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's smart.
I didn't mean.
That's Mr. Smarty Pants.
I didn't mean to like wait, you in the book club? Like, so you a reader?
Yeah. Like,
so what about you? You got any books that you want to talk about?
I don't. I'm not reading.
Work books?
I mean, that's what I'm reading, nursing books. The last book I started was, what's it called? I think The Lies That Women Believe. It's more spiritual work, more like childhood trauma that you allow it to take over your life, and those are the lies that you believe about yourself. So it was just kind of correcting that. It is like kind of biblical, so it has like Bible scriptures to support like who you are. But I haven't finished it. My reading, sometimes my mind be doing other stuff, so I can't focus. So when I'm on reading, then I can read and finish a book, and when I'm not, it just take me a long time. So
this is gonna feel weird, me not reading. So it's gonna feel like really strange, like I'm cheating myself.
It's up and down for me.
Because I got a book that I'm physically reading, and I've been reading that book for like 2 months now.
Yeah, see, and I'm more like I do like, so if my mind is, I need to I can't read, then I'll journal. So.
Well, the thing is, I think Cass probably took me about a month to read it when I read it.
I must see they got an audio.
They got a movie.
Yeah, I know they got a movie. But
I said an audio.
Yeah, that audio's becoming handy.
You said you drive a lot. I'm like, maybe if I'm riding, but I'd be needing a...
I don't think Cass was her best book, though. I think The One for the Other Sons was, like, way better. Like, I think, like, night and day better. Like,
let me listen.
Because it's just about the Great Migration. It's a book about, so you learn about black people moving from the South, where all that racism was, and then a lot of them moved to different parts of the country and became successful. And some moved to Chicago and did not become so successful. But some moved to like New York. Yeah, it's a really good book.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a book portion.